welcome back to the Water Online Show, brought to you by Water Online, the leading online destination for the water wastewater market. I'm your host, Travis Kennedy, and it's a very special episode that we have coming up today. There's been a lot of talk over the past year, 2 years, 3 years about the concept of digital transformation and how that affects different parts of the water and wastewater market. So today specifically, I want to focus on the drinking water side and also water distribution. So many of you know that it was just a couple of months ago that we had the largest, more clean water and digital centric water show in the United States, which is ACE. And at that show, there was a number of technologies that were introduced to the market. It was kind of a big event. It usually is every year. They do a wonderful job. Well, one of those introductions and product intros and announcements was made by a friend of Water Online's. It is a company by the name of LeakZon, and it really centers upon AMR and AMI and how those two things can sort of work in conjunction. So there's a synergy between them. And the digital water market and this booming part of the industry is really focusing on that type of solution. And LeakZon had made an announcement at ACE that I want to hear more about. I wanted to follow up on it, get more information to bring to you, the Water Online audience, the Water Online universe, our listeners, and our viewers out there in the water wastewater ecosystem. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring on the CMO of LeakZon, Tomer Eisner. Tomer, welcome to the Water Online Show.
Hi, Terry. Thanks for having me. You mentioned the new hype, our last announcement during the ACE 25, and we are talking about the hybrid solution, and it's amazing because one of the things that we learned during especially during the last year, was that many of the utility, they really like what they saw, but they said, listen, we are still rely on the traditional AMR, and we are not there yet. We do not have a full AMI, and somehow they said we are not there yet, and let's talk again in a year or 2 or 5 from now.
Sure.
And one of the things that we made some changes with our solution that actually made it also works for those utilities that still rely on the traditional AMR.
So, well, I understand it. Going sort of walking away from the show and having conversations since then, is that it really is bridging a gap. So there's a gap in the marketplace, and this is designed to help bridge that gap between traditional AMR and full AMI systems. So can you explain how this technology works in practice and how it helps utilities transition without replacing their entire infrastructure?
Okay. The idea is that what the main problem with traditional AMR is the fact that they have only or drive-by or walk-by. If they have walk-by, we apologize, but we do not able to provide you a solution. But if you have a drive-by and you also have a SCADA, we know how to integrate both the SCADA and the traditional AMR, monitor the SCADA on a daily basis, and once we identify any type of problem, then we ask them to run one cycle of the traditional AMR, the drive-by, and integrate it together and provide them the meaningful insight that help them to handle any water anomaly. That, in a high level, that's the idea. The benefit of this solution is that it gives them the full AMI benefit, and make the migration to the full AMI much easier and much simpler.
So in a sense, it's what was described in the beginning. It's really bridging a gap. So there's a need there for a seamless integration that's going to be able to bridge that chasm that's between AMR and full AMI systems.
Right.
And it seems like it's a pretty seamless transition by incorporating your system. It doesn't seem like there's any arduous or overworked type modifications that need to be made. Am I right there?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
correct.
So, as a side note, before we dive more into some of the technologies that you're focused on and that you've announced here in the past 12 months, there's some news here related to location and geography. So, I'm just want to make sure that we touch on that. You recently expanded into the U.S. market with LeakZon Incorporated, which is based in Boston. So, what have been your biggest challenges, successes in introducing your technology to U.S. utilities? And then after that, I want to get into how you've tailored your approach to meet local needs. But let's start there. What were the biggest challenges and successes in introducing the technology into US?
Okay, when we established LeakZone, LeakZone is actually had been established after 4 years of uh, research and study, mainly in Israel, because the R&D is based in Israel. And once we start approaching the utility in the States, we we understand there is a gap between the way we are working in Israel and the way the US market work, and we align we align our solution to the market needs. And of course, during the last year, we had a few pilots with a few utility to ensure we know how exactly how it works in the US market.
Now, how challenging was that to get those pilots?
Thanks to a few good connection we had in the States,
Yeah.
it was actually an easy process, and we were amazed that we had last June we had a round table in Dallas, and we one of our partners just invited about six utility, and we demonstrate the solution. And at the end of the process, we asked them, okay, who want to join the demo? And we were made to see that all of them as we want to be part of the demo because they understand the benefit and how LeakZone can help them to increase the efficiency of the water network and also to reduce the water loss rate.
Stay ahead of the curve with Water Online, your trusted source for the latest news, insights, and solutions in the water and wastewater industry. As a reader, you'll access exclusive expert interviews, in-depth technical articles, and practical resources to help you tackle today's toughest water challenges. Join the community shaping the future of water and wastewater at wateronline.com. So you batted 1,000, as we say here in the States. Everybody wanted a piece of the action that you were throwing out there in terms of a solution here. That's incredible. Um, so let's talk about approach. So how have you tailored your approach to meet local needs here in the United States?
Okay. First, we are still in touch with a lot of utility directly. We present them the solution. We offer them to join. A part of them join the pilot. Part of them a full paying customer. But we also trying to find reseller. We already have a few reseller mainly in the East Coast, and we via their connection we know how to approach the utility. From our perspective, it's a win-win-win situation because for us it makes sense, but also for even for the service provider, the reseller, it's first it's a growth engine. It enriches their portfolio, and on top of everything, it's kind of a stickiness application because it's our solution is it's for long term, and then they have a long term relationship with their utility.
Right. Well, so it's a win-win-win. It's a trifecta. It's a triple crown, as we say here, since we're talking about being based in Boston with the Red Sox. So I want to talk about one of your technologies specifically by name. So LeakZon's Nixie AI has been described really, and we use this terminology a lot, a game changer. That term is thrown around quite a bit, but in this sense, it makes sense, and that's it's a fit. It's a game changer in water loss management, which is a big deal and a big priority for municipalities. We've never come across an overfunded municipality or utility here at Water Online. I've never talked to one. I've never met one. So water loss is a thing. You're losing inventory and you're losing money. So
Yeah.
how does Nixie AI differentiate itself from the other AI-driven water network tools?
Okay. Um, it's amazing. It's fun. We create a Nixie, we create an avatar, and we love her more every day because one of the challenges we had with many utility is the fact that somehow they afraid of technology. Somehow many of the existing solutions it's a lot of table, and you have to understand how it works and which table I have to open and which start screen I have to check and everything. And then when we develop Nixie, we make it very simple. Just talk with one avatar, ask her, what do I have to do today? What is my problem? What is the problem with specific zone, specific area? Can you explain me more? Can you open a ticket for me? And that's all. So instead of dig into many screen or many options, although all the options are amazing, most of the existing customer at the end of the day, you just Nixie. It's amazing.
Well, it's almost as if you treat it as a person. You just gave your AI technology a pronoun, right? It's asking her what she can do to help your day. If you're a utility or you're a municipality and you're looking for basically more workforce, this is actually an addition to your workforce. It's another almost person that can actually give you the kind of data you need. And also you can give it direction. You can be prescriptive in what it is you're looking for and you need her to do, which I think is really is a fascinating way to approach it. Are you able to talk to
Right.
are you able to talk to any kind of measurable impact it's had on your customers' operations?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And yeah, I want to say one more thing about Nixie.
Sure.
One of the thing with Nixie is the fact that uh, sometimes, especially if you are a utility and you have thousands of zones and DMA, it's quite difficult to find your hand and legs and decide every day, okay, what I'm going to work on. And with our AI avatar Nixie, it makes so easy to understand exactly how your day will look like, what you have to do, what is the priority, where do I have problem. If I have to assign it to someone, Nixie will guide you for everything. It's a game changer, a real game changer.
I mean, we talked a lot about it in the beginning, and we've talked many times throughout the past year and a half that we've known each other about how the water technology space is just really competitive. It's a competitive space to be in,
Right.
especially in the non-revenue water reduction segment, right? So, um, I want to just get a clear idea, maybe the top 2 or 3 things that if you are talking to a utility or a municipality, our listeners directly, uh, what would make LeakZon's hybrid solution and Nixie sort of stand out compared to other solutions that might be out there? Like, what are the differentiating
Okay.
factors?
It's important question. First, we are agnostic to what you already have. If you have, if your platform is based on Neptune or Itron or Census or Zener or whatever,
Yep.
we are agnostic. We know how to integrate our solution to any existing platform. We don't
Amstrip,
really care what you have.
master meter, right? All of those.
Yeah, master meter,
Mhm.
budget meter, everything.
Amstrip.
Sometimes we use API because we already have partnership. We are not trying to compete them. We are working together with. We are the missing component of what they already have. In addition, the implementation is very easy. There's no need to install anything within the facility. We are not asking you to invest any money, which means once you sign the agreement, we start the implementation on the day after. Very fast process. And on top of it, the SaaS model pay exactly for based on the amount of meter you already have. So if you have 1,000, you pay for 1,000. If you have 10,000, you pay for 10,000. It's easy. It's affordable business model. We are not asking you to invest. With in the industry you call it capex zero, opex only, which make it very affordable, and you don't have to allocate budget for the next year or maybe for the years after. And on top of everything is we are trying to make everything simple. The dashboard is simple. Nixie is simple. Why? Because we believe at the end of the day, not everyone now a water engineer. Not everyone have to be a professor or doctor in order to understand. We want everyone to be able to use our platform.
So it's universally accepted, it's cost effective, and it's simple to understand. The simplicity of it makes the transition to this model much easier as long as it's well defined, which I know that it is. So that's a really great point to make, because when we talk to utilities and municipalities out there and it relates to digital transformation, regardless of where that's being implemented, one of the main things we get back is if you have, especially say a utility where those that work there have been there for 15, 20, 30 years, right? This could be a daunting task to try and understand digital transformation as it relates to every aspect of your plant and distribution network. So the fact that it's simple to understand really is a relief to the market as a whole.
That's correct. That's correct. We are trying, you know, people are always amazed how simple that once you open the dashboard, you know exactly what's going on here. What the status of your network, what you have to do, everything is in one dashboard.
So, Tomer, if they wanted more information, if there's a utility municipality out there that just wants to talk a little bit more, where would you send them?
First, they can check our website leakzon.com. And this is the easiest to find more information. You can download all the PDF from there. You can ask for a demo. There is a direct link to ask for a demo. And of course, via your website, there is a dedicated page for LeakZon. They can contact us via this page. And the last one via LinkedIn. Easy to find that. Just Google LeakZon and you will find our solution.
Three easy ways: LinkedIn, Water Online, and the LeakZon homepage. Really easy, just like their software, just like the digital transformation revolution that they are trying to lead the way here. Congratulations, Tomer, on the expansion into the U.S. market and the new Boston-based location. And for all of you out there, we want to say thank you for spending your time here with us today. If you want more information, please follow Tomer's instructions on how to get in touch with them. And for all of you out there, we are looking forward to having you on board again next time we have a Water Online Show episode, which will be in the not too distant future. And we look forward to seeing you then. Until then, have a good one.